This is the Unihertz Titan Pocket disassembly. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and follow me on Twitter so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And if you need any tools, there are links in the description. To start off, the SIM tray needs to be removed. Here's a better look at that. There are a total of 10 T5 or Torx 5 screws which need to be removed. 4 on the back and 3 on either side. A pry tool can now be used to pop off the catches on the back plate and remove it. The camera lens cover can be replaced by applying heat and prying it off. The NFC antenna is located on the other side as well as a graphite pad over it, and the graphite pad helps to transfer heat. Now there are 5 Phillips screws which need to be removed. The speaker assembly on the bottom can be lifted up and removed. Here's a better look at the speaker assembly. There's a mesh filter over the opening, and there are some antenna lines drawn on this plastic cover. The vibrator motor is located on the other side. The battery cable can now be disconnected. There's some adhesive holding the battery to the metal plate, so to make it easier to pry it off, I'm going to apply some isopropyl alcohol around the edges of the battery and let it sit there for about 30 seconds to a minute so it eats away at the adhesive underneath, making it easier to pry it off. Here's a better look at the 4000 mAh battery. There's some graphite film and copper tape which needs to be peeled off. Now the top plastic cover can be removed. The LED flash is located here. There are also some antenna lines drawn on this plastic cover. And the infrared or IR blaster is located here. The 16 megapixel primary camera is located here, and this camera does not have OIS or optical image stabilization. The camera can be lifted over to its side and the cable can be disconnected from the main board. Now the flex cable for the headphone jack can be disconnected and removed. Here's a better look at that. Now the rest of the flex cables can be disconnected from the main board. There are 5 Phillips screws which are holding down the main board that need to be removed. The main board can be lifted up and removed. There's some more graphite film on the shields over the main board to help transfer heat. There's some card and memory card readers located here. The charger port is soldered to the bottom of the main board, so replacing the charger port will be difficult, and there are rubber gaskets over these connectors. The front-facing camera connector is located here, and that can be disconnected by just popping it off. Once the graphite film and copper tape as well as the shields are removed, we can see thermal pads which are on top of these chips, as well as the processor and RAM. Taking a look at the other side, we can see the 8 megapixel front-facing camera, the notification LED, as well as the proximity sensor, and the primary microphone is located on the bottom. In order to remove the keyboard, there are 5 Phillips screws which need to be removed. The keyboard can now be pried off. Here's a better look at the keyboard and fingerprint reader. If you need to replace the screen, the flex cables are located here. You'd have to gently pry this flex cable off the frame, Heat up the front of the phone where the screen is to loosen up the adhesive underneath, and then you just pry it off the frame. Apply new adhesive and reapply the new screen, making sure you run the flex cables back through the opening in the mid-frame, and reassemble the phone. And finally, the earpiece speaker is located over here on top, and that's also held down with some adhesive. For the repairability score, I give this phone a 4 out of 10. Now it's time to put the phone back together. Once everything's back in place, power on the phone, and you're done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.